important skill to have is roasting vegetables. I love roasting vegetables. They keep their flavor, they keep their texture, they're good for you. The only difference between roasting Brussels sprouts and roasting asparagus and roasting carrots is the amount of time it takes to cook. That's the only thing you change. So if you understand that, time becomes relative to each vegetable. So when we're roasting, there's a few certain rules of the road you want to follow, and you want to make sure you get those right, and then it makes it easy. Number one, make sure your oven's nice and hot. We got it anywhere between 350 to 400 degrees. Well, wait a minute, Dan, aren't you supposed to have a specific temperature? No. If it's hotter, it'll just cook quicker. One thing you can do as a chef and as a good home cook is control the heat. You're not a slave to the temperature. So if you want to give yourself a little insurance policy, lower the temperature for your roasted vegetables. It'll take longer. So what? But also your window for success is going to be a little bit wider. If you crank your oven up to 500 degrees, you know what? You'll get beautiful roasted vegetables as long as you take them out when they're in this window. So that's the important thing. Temperature is relative to what you're trying to do. And it's one more thing you can control as a good cook. So the first thing we're going to do, and like I said, I love Brussels sprouts, is we're going to just take off the bottom of the sprout, let any loose leaves fall, and then we just want to quarter our Brussels sprout. We're cutting them down smaller for one simple reason. They cook quicker. The size is what matters. The bigger they are, the longer they take to cook. All vegetables, I like to start by throwing them in a bowl. The only one that would be an exception would be asparagus. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to lay my vegetables out on a sheet pan, and I'm going to lay them out flat, not stacked, flat, so they cook evenly. Also, I'm going to use convection. I pretty much always use convection whenever I'm cooking. It cooks faster. I have people come to the school and say, oh, I don't like my convection oven. It burns everything. It's done sooner, which is always a good thing. I get to eat sooner. Convection moves the air around by a fan blowing around inside the oven, and therefore the compartment is more evenly heated, and it cooks more evenly, and it cooks more efficiently. All pluses. So, a little salt and pepper. Any other seasonings you might like, you can maybe put some fresh herbs on there or some dried herbs. And just enough oil to think you're buttering popcorn. Just get it on there and just make sure all the vegetables are coated. That's all you need. It's like Denver water. Use what you need. And I just want to look down there and see a little glisten on all my vegetables. If I have too much oil, it's just going to end up being in the bottom of the bowl. And there you go. Then, parchment paper lines the pan, keeps food from sticking to it, makes the pan easier to clean. If you don't like cleaning, these are great. You can get these in any market. Put the vegetables on, and again, get them flat. They don't have to be artistically arranged. You don't have to sit there and make little flowers or anything like that. That doesn't matter. Just get them flat. And then they're ready for the oven. Slide them in, and if your memory is like mine, a little full, set a timer. The smaller ones are more cooked than the bigger ones, which goes back to why we want to cut them up as evenly as we can. I can take this off, and yes, it's hot, but I can feel it. And I can feel that that's got some softness to it. It's starting to loosen. But the best thermometer of all is this. So, before I throw it in my mouth and enjoy my morsel, I want to talk about what to do when they're done. Number one, you can just take them out and serve them right away. That, of course, is a luxury. If you've got a good sense of timing, your Brussels sprouts can come out at the same time your steak comes off the grill or whatever else you're doing. We're not always that fortunate, so the first thing is you can just take them out and serve them, as I said. Second thing, take them out and let them cool. Whenever I do a roasted vegetable salad, I'll roast all my vegetables, cool them, then I'll toss them with a nice vinaigrette or a nice fresh mayonnaise, and I'll have a beautiful salad. Or I may just lay them out as display, and they eat delicious cold with dips or other sauces or anything like that. Number three, after they've cooled off, if I want to reheat them later, I can roast these in the morning. My most reliable thermometer, my mouth. Flavorful, tender, delicious. Whether you have never even picked up a knife before, do all your cooking out of the microwave, or you've been cooking for years but want to really solidify your skills, we have classes for you. we have classes for all levels. We have great instructors who are passionate about sharing their knowledge. They'll make you a better cook, regardless of your skill level. We also, because of our 20th anniversary, we're featuring some of Denver's best chefs who are coming here on a weekly basis and teaching some of the most amazing food you'll ever see. Take that beautiful restaurant food and show you how to make it. We have something for everybody, but the most important part is we'll take the intimidation out of it, we'll make it work for you. So come join us and have a good time with us.